Good day. Welcome parents and students here at the John Gokongwei School of Management. I am Oman Tanchingco, the Chair of Marketing and Law Department. Here at the Ateneo, we have begun implementing a flex mode of learning as a way for us to reintegrate face-to-face sessions for our students. In a flex setting, students who choose to come to class may do so following university protocol, while those who cannot may attend classes online. Our classrooms have been designed for this type of learning environment. Let us begin our class. Okay, good day everyone. Welcome to your marketing management class for today. But before we begin, let's all first have the same operational definition of what marketing is. And according to Kotler, he defines marketing as a process by which companies create value for customers and build strong customer relationships. And in order to capture value from customers in return. So what does that mean? It means that we want to be able to give something very important to people, to our customers, something that they value. And also to be able to make sure that we make them happy, we make them satisfied. And in return, what do we want? We want to generate value. And that is their hard-earned money, so that they let go of their money and buy our products and services and also earn their loyalty. And at the center of this definition is the customer. How many times is the customer mentioned in this definition? 3 times, right? Because in marketing, what's important is that we understand our customer. We understand how they behave, how they think. And all of us are customers. But also we need to put on a hat of a marketer. So today, that's what we'll do. We'll put on our marketer hat, but at the same time, never lose our experience as a customer. So I will be asking you your experience as customers today. What did you purchase lately? Or what are you thinking of purchasing in the near future? Okay, think about that now. And as we go through this lecture, share with us your experience as a customer, and then we can also discuss how do we react to that? How do we plan as marketers based on your experience as customers? So today we will discuss the buyer decision process. Okay? So as customers, we need to, as marketers, we need to understand how our customers purchase. What is in their minds? Or how do they behave as customers when they're embarking on a purchase? Now think about it. When you guys, as customers, go to the mall or go to your Shopee or Lazada or whatever website that you go to shop, something happens. You start the process of buying. And there are 5 steps that we will look into. And we will discuss each one in detail. First, a purchase happens when there is a recognition of a need. So what does that mean? So you only have, the idea of purchasing something is because the customer needs something. It could be from an internal stimulus or an external stimulus. For example, if it's hot, or in this picture, I'm sure you can all relate to this picture where you're all really tired or stressed from studying. When you're stressed and tired from studying, that triggers a need to buy something. What could it trigger? What purchase could it trigger? Yes. Coffee, right? You're tired, so you want to buy coffee. or an external stimulus. For example, it's cold, the room is cold, and then it triggers an idea that, hey, perhaps I need a jacket when I study. Or maybe I need a new gadget because my gadget isn't working properly. So there's always that first step. Now, as marketers, we need to be able to recognize that. What would be the stimuli that would trigger a purchase, this purchase process? And how do we make sure that we take advantage of that? If it's summer, we know that the stimulus is heat. So you don't start offering winter jackets and all that, right? You as marketers should be able to identify that need to cool down. The second is, after that the need is recognized, then you will start searching. Who wants to share a purchase that they're looking at making in the future or have made recently, where you went through an information search? And can you share with us how you searched information for that purchase?
So I've been looking into buying a study table that has like a built-in whiteboard on top na. And I was looking for it on Shopee, and what I found to be the most accurate sources of information on like its quality is the reviews, because they have the actual experience of buying it. And because when you're buying things online, it's more difficult to see like the actual product quality. So parang that's really what I rely on. Kasi if you go to malls, you'll see the actual table there. You'll know the quality it has. But then pag online, yun na lang yung information source ko.
Correct. Applause. All right. Who does that? Who does the same thing? Hindi ba especially for gadgets? When you think of, kunyari, your phone conks out, or that's a stimulus, di ba? Na parang, oh, there's a need recognition that I need a new phone. Suddenly, your phone went blank. Or that, a table. Or parang your back, sudden. What triggered that need for you is maybe a back pain, or you're just, it's tiring to be sitting down all the time or whatever, right? So you start looking around for information to help you make that purchase. So you start that information search. Now, information search is not the same for everything. For maybe a purchase that's very important or very expensive, it takes a while, right? How many times did you have to look for different reviews online? Did you just settle for one? Oh, you see, you still haven't, you still haven't made that decision, right? If it's a phone, maybe look at different reviews, different websites. So it depends on the level of involvement in that purchase. Now, if it's just coffee, it doesn't take you 2 days to decide which coffee to drink, right? So the information search is vast. Where's the nearest one? Yun lang, right? So as marketers, we need to be able to recognize that people make searches, that people search for information before they purchase. It could be very short, quick, instant, or it could be very long and tedious, and they look around. So depending on the product or service that we're selling them, we need to be able to engage consumers in that process of searching for information. Very good. Next, once that's done, that you search for information, you also look for alternatives. Maybe again, this could be very quick or it could be very long. If you're looking for, you start evaluating other products and you compare. Who here compares before making a purchase. How do you compare? How do you compare?
Based on price and quality. Since different products have different brands, you look at each brand first, see what they offer, and then based on that, that's where you make the purchase. Like what suits your need the most.
Usually, you make you look for alternatives for a different price or a different color, a different style, a different brand, right? Sometimes nga, you're inside the store. Who here has done that? You're inside the store and then you open your Wi-Fi or your data and then you look for it online and see which is cheaper. If I buy it here inside the store or if I buy it online, right? But you know that if it's online, it will take 2, 3 days. Here I can purchase it now. So you weigh these things. So you look for alternatives. So that's a process that customers go through. Now, as marketers, how do we take advantage of that? We make sure that even if they look for alternatives, they will favor us. So we need to take note of that. It needs to be part of our planning because we know that customers take this step. Then they will make that purchase. But somehow it may or may not even proceed to the actual purchase. You've made a decision, okay, I'll go for brand A in this website or inside the store. Yet, sometimes there are factors that might affect that decision of making that actual purchase. Is there enough information? Parang I'm not satisfied yet. I go back to information search. I look for more alternatives, even if it's already there. It's already in your cart. Na add to cart na, right? It's there in your cart, but still, wait, I'll hold off. Or maybe it doesn't meet expectations. It's too expensive. It's not within my budget. I know that a lot of you put it in your cart and then wait for a sale. Do you do that, right? Because it does not meet your budget. So perhaps, what do we do as marketers to meet their expectations? Or maybe situational factors. When you're inside the store, you're ready to purchase and then there's no size or the color that you really like. So you actually made that decision to purchase already, yet the actual decision, the actual purchase did not materialize or happen. Or you were with your parents or your friends and they're in a hurry to go somewhere. Sige, I'll just go back. In that case, how can we as marketers make sure that the purchase pushes through? How? How do you think we make sure that when they're already there, they've already decided that they will make that purchase already? Diba, how many times have we experienced this? You're ready to purchase, it's in your hands na, on your in your hands, and then you're lining up. Sobrang haba ng line. Never mind. As marketers, then we can make sure that the lines are not too long. It's easy for them to pay. Those are the things that we need to think about because we know that once they've made that decision to purchase, the purchase does not necessarily go through because of many factors. And we want to the odds to be in our favor so that the purchase goes through. And lastly, And lastly, post-purchase behavior. Not because our customers have purchased, they will already that our job as marketers stop. Because once your customer purchases, you want them, as we said, as we defined marketing, we want to build strong relationships. It's not a one-time thing. We need to make sure that they're happy with their purchase, that they did not, that they did not, they do not feel like they were gypped, or they feel that I shouldn't have done this purchase pala, or I'll return it, or worse, it didn't meet my expectation. So we don't want that to happen. So what do marketers, companies do to make sure that the post-purchase behavior of satisfying the customer even after the purchase is fulfilled? What do companies do? What do companies do? They contact you, or how's your purchase? What else? Warranties, correct. Or you can return it. Money back guarantee. So these are the things as marketers we need to be able to factor in. That even if they purchase it, it doesn't mean that we'll leave them alone. No, we have to be there with them, because a lot of customers, sometimes you regret purchasing it, and you don't want that to happen, because you want your customers to be happy all the time. Clear? Okay. But when there is a new product in the market, what do you call this? Mga Alexa, Echo Dots, smart speakers. Who here has a smart speaker? A few have smart speakers. I have one. Not recent. It's something that I've never purchased before. It's not like a replacement of something that I've already purchased before. Who else purchased something for the first time? How about people from the house? Hi, Tori. Did you purchase anything for the first time ever, or are looking at purchasing something for the first time?
Yes, I bought Thai milk tea from Shopee for the first time. Yes, thank you.
You mean you bought milk tea from Shopee?
The tea bag with like tea leaves from
Oh.
Shopee.
Okay. Great. Di ba? Parang maybe you want to try it. Do you want to try if it's good?
Yes, I wanted to try making the Thai milk tea at home, so I bought the tea to make it at home. Yes.
I'm curious. How did it taste?
It's kind of bland. It wasn't sulit the purchase. Sayang.
All right. Thank you, Tori. Who else has an experience of purchasing or looking at purchasing something for the first time? Yes.
I bought a Wi-Fi extender. It basically enhances your Mbps for your Wi-Fi at home, and then the parts in your house that doesn't reach the Wi-Fi with the main router, it reaches it na.
It's like a mesh. Is that? It's exactly like the mesh. Okay. See, I'm techie. Okay. So great. That is something. Who else? Who else is purchasing something for the first time or looking at purchasing something for the first time? Are you? Yes.
Sunscreen. I've been wanting to buy a sunscreen for skincare.
Correct. You have to invest in skincare very early on. Okay, very early on. And apparently, even the 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 laptop is, parang you need sunscreen pala with the laptop. I didn't know that. Anyway, yeah. So when you're purchasing something for the first time, it's similar. The decision process is it's very similar, but because we're adopting a new product for ourselves, there are two steps that are important that are added. Trial. You want to be able to try it for for with minimum investment once, or we as marketers will make them try it because sometimes it's too expensive, or the risks are too big for the customer, and we know that. So for us as marketers, we want to be able to say, hey, you can try it because this is the first time you're doing it. So for example, sunscreen may be a sachet, is a trial. What if they give you a sachet or offer sachets so that you can try it for the first time? Maybe for the mesh, maybe they'll go there to your house, or you see it in a showroom of how it works. Or maybe Tori's milk tea, maybe they have packs of smaller packs so that you can try it for the first time before adoption happens. Adoption is when, okay, I already will buy it and it will be included in my regular purchases. Now, what are the 5 product characteristics that we need to be able to fulfill if we will introduce a new product or service to the market, something that's very new for our customers? And I use here the example of Netflix. I know it's not very new now, but look back to when you first used Netflix. How many years ago was that? 5, right? So it's kind of fresh pa, right? When you first used Netflix, what made it so easy to adopt? Here are 5 characteristics that you might that will be very useful when we as marketers start introducing products and services to our market. First, that product or service must have relative advantage. It must have relative advantage to what they're using now. Before Netflix, how did you watch movies? TV, HBO, cable, right? Ano pa? Streaming sites that may not be legal, right? Di ba? Pirated, DVDs. Who now has a DVD player pa? You do? Right? Or you go to the cinema. Those are the alternatives. Having that hundreds of movies and TV shows, access to hundreds of TV shows and movies without downloading, without having to buy every movie, isn't that a relative advantage already? And it's like using it on your laptop or your TV. So there's relative advantage of not just price, but convenience, accessibility, etc. Next is compatibility. It fits your lifestyle. It fits the values of the consumer because they already perhaps are not watching movies in the cinema. You're already watching your movies at home via streaming sites or downloading the movies. So it already makes sense. It's compatible with the lifestyle of your consumers. Third, complexity. It's not too difficult to understand. It's not like you have to read through brochures. It's because it's compatible with the lifestyle, it's already not too difficult to understand. Actually, parang it's idiot proof, right? Netflix, once you install it, there, you just, now if there are TV brands, I don't know if all TV brands, but my TV kasi, there's already a Netflix icon and just press it, right? Or in the control, it says Netflix. So it's so easy to use. And it is, and divisibility. Again, for new products, what's important is that the innovation, the new product or service that we're introducing can be tried by our customers for a limited basis because it's new. It's nothing that they have ever seen before or have used before. So there is already a barrier of use. I don't know what that is. I don't want to try it. But if we as marketers already give them a limited use just so that they can try it and see for themselves, then it's easier for them to adopt it. Diba Netflix, ganon, parang you're allowed like 30-day, I don't know if you remember that. 30-day trial for free. Or Spotify. Who here has subscribed to Spotify Premium already? Some of you have Spotify Premium, right? Spotify, you can actually use it for free. But if you want those without ads, you can start paying premium for a small fee. So that's divisibility. Limited use, meaning you can use it, pero there are ads, right? And lastly, communicability. That results can be observed or described to others. And that's very important for new products. That you can see how different it is and you can tell other people about it. Because for new products and services, it's very important for the company to have people who become agents for them, who will tell other people about it. So that more people can know about it, more people can appreciate what this new product and service is all about. So if we're introducing a new product or a new service to the market, let's take note of these 5 characteristics of new products and services. So to end, we go back to the definition that in marketing, what's important is that we understand our customer and the journey our customers are taking in making that purchase, a purchase of our product or of our service. So good day, everyone, and stay safe.